am back in town, back home, and glad to be home. I do got to tell you guys, Haul and Crawl at Cherokee Rock Village, put on by the Georgia Rock Zombies, was absolutely amazing. And now next year it's gonna be a 3-day event, not a 2. So yeah, get your camping gear ready. Which I got a funny story on my camping gear. I packed everything up. Had those little those little blankets you get at like Walmart that are all wrapped up neat. Well, man, I took that thing with me. I get there, I get the tires off the rim, got that off to the side, had my bed laid out, everything, because I sleep in the car, right? I camp in the car, and man, I opened this little blanket up. I was like, oh yeah, and it turned out to be a pair of sweatpants. Needless to say, I had a few towels, and that was my blankets. But regardless, yeah, had a wonderful time. The weather was flawless, man. Flawless up there. Perfect. Joe Girding, what's up? Painting Dave. Clayton, what's up, man? Xavier. James Wisecarver, what's up, man? No, Dave did not help me unpack. What's up, Paul? And I got home. Been trying to edit up some videos. Hopefully my haul and crawl videos will start popping up. Hopefully either tomorrow or Wednesday. I've got to edit like another 5 or 6 videos of them things. So I got quite a bit more to edit and put together. But yeah, it's I got all kinds of intros, outros, all kinds of stuff to take care of tonight after this live stream. So, Chainsaw, what's up? Major Roads, Skeletor, Xavier's, what's up? XJ Glenn, what's up, buddy? You're sick in bed. Well, get better, dude. Sir Candy Terps, what's up? Yeah, Paul, I had to pull, every now and then I got to just pull all the pipes up and just pull, drag, reposition, and move everything. I've got an idea for a whole different layout, which will have one jump in it, just one jump, but it'll be a crossover jump. We'd have like a weird figure 8 in there, which I think will work out pretty good. I have to move the timing loop though, so may have to do something about that. But regardless of all that, I think it'll be phenomenal. Sean, what's up? Blitz, hey buddy. All the way from Australia. Yes, sir. Hopefully everybody's doing all right. Chris Pars, what's up, buddy? So, yeah. I picked up something. I got 2 of them. One of them is going to be for outside at the park. I'm just simply going to mount it out there and leave it out there because I know it's going to get used by all the scale guys. So, this right here, a little RTI ramp deal. I've got a little finger thing to actually ramp these up. And these are actually RC Junkyard. What's up, buddy? They were there too. Phenomenal. Thank you guys for the rod ends because I broke my Pro out there bouncing around like an idiot. And they had a rod end. I was able to get it fixed. This is done by Mountain Adventure Outfitters. So you guys can hopefully see the address and all that. But yeah, little RTI ramps. These right here are going to be nice. I'm going to have them painted up. One of them I'll just keep inside for doing things inside, just to check stuff. I might even do an entire video just on this, showing all my RTR, see which one can ramp travel the highest. I mean, it's not really effective as far as telling how capable a vehicle is, but it is interesting to see. Especially like when you're trying to get a balance of articulation, like when I run a sway bar in the back, I want to make that front kind of move a little bit, force it to move versus the vehicle just following the weight. So I might could use it for a little tuning like that. Joe Girding, yes, that SEX6 Trans, that thing took a beating, man, with the axles in the wrong direction because I never flipped the ring gear on the front axle. Yeah, that was much torque. Right now, Travis Vance of Addictive RC has all that. So working on 3 quarter scale ram bouncers. And I'm calling them quarter scale because when you look at the size of this versus what an actual bouncer is, I believe it's a lot closer to quarter scale versus 5th scale like the Raminator is to a monster truck. Am I right, wrong, or somewhere in the right ballpark here. You guys tell me on that one. I kind of think it's more of a quarter scale, but we'll have to see. Paul King, I know you got to work. Yep, so, Sunday's going to be good. Enlighten RC, what's up, man? JD's RC, the dub. Get rested, XJ, man. The dub. My dad is watching you. Awesome. Cherry Pit, what's up? Oh, couldn't agree more. Joe Girding about the SCX6. I was really worried about that. When I started out in two-wheel drive, man, I was expecting something to go, you know what I mean? The gears inside that transmission are mod 1.5, you know? But it's not designed for that. But it took it, so yeah, definitely going to be that in the bouncers. It was about, what, 3 pounds, a little bit over 3 pounds lighter, I'm assuming. And which it'll be a lot lighter there because the combo that I'm planning to use for the bouncers, and this might be completely wrong, I don't know, but I'm planning to attempt, my first thought was use a Castle XLX2 and an 800 kV or the 1100 kV. That was my thoughts, you know, as far as doing that. Let me get my, never plug my computer in, it's going to die on me here. But that was my thoughts on going that route, you know. However, I'm going to do a little bit differently. I'm going to try, get that plugged in. I'm going to attempt the Max 5 G2 because of the size of it and the 1250 kV. If you guys remember, I put that on 12S on the XRT and it survived. So, I mean, granted, I blew a tire up on the XRT, but it took it. So, and I've still got that combo. So, that's kind of what I'm thinking. That, and I can put a smaller pinion gear on it. So, I think it'll get the job done. So, the only thing about, like, the Max 5 and stuff like that is the overall power that it can put in. Because the box that I shipped to Travis, I kid you not, was 65 pounds. And that was with a set of mega tires, the axles, the transmission, the motor, and XLX2 ESC. Just because so long as there's a place to fit that ESC, then the Max 5 G2 will fit nice and easy, you know? So at least that's my thoughts on that. So, Promoto, receiver, the Midnight Pumpkin, rip of mine. I love to see that. You know, I could possibly do that. Put it in the little Midnight Pumpkin. I might need to run 3S on it, in all honesty. It's really, man, they go, Mike Randy, what's up? Hobbies for Life, Moto Cannon. Did you look into my idea more? I looked into it, and I'll get back with you on that Moto Cannon. Missed you Sunday, Enlighten. I think Enlighten was actually racing for real out at Callahan. He was out there on the clay track getting it done. What? Think about Redcat doing an 8S truck. Have they posted something about an 8S truck? I think the next one is what, a crawler? I think what they were showing is a crawler, wasn't it? I wouldn't put it past them at this point. They are knocking it out of the park right now, man. I like seeing them stepping things up. 12S capable with a Max 5 system. That's probably what I'm going to do. And I was looking at the RPMs, like going through the charts and all that. Like the 1250, I want to say maybe it was 8S. If you figure 4 volts per cell, because they're not going to hold 4.2 volts under load. They probably don't even hold 4, but let's just say 4 volts. 4 times 12 is 48 volts times 1250. That's what, 40,000 RPM or something like that? And it took it in the XRT, so I don't know. We'll have to see. Mitchell Balanemi, what's up? Jamie Harrison. Cool, man. Yeah, dude, the Redcat Ascent was rocking out at the at Cherokee Rock Village, man. I think Cody brought 3, and they sold like 3 immediately, and he was like, gone. I had the Redcat hauler out there as well. I've got the lights. I've got the light kit for the hauler and the trailer right here, so I got to get those put in. I got quite a few things to get done. I've actually got to get the machete out. It's actually just sitting there collecting dust. I need to run the machete. Right now I'm prepping the track for Sunday, but who knows? I know some people have already run the machete on 8S and it's taking it pretty good, right? I mean, as far as I know. Yeah, I'm out 3S for long. Monos, yeah. Two. They were showing a 4-wheel steer crawler with a metal chassis supposed to be cheaper than original. It'll be interesting. I wonder if it'll be like the Everest 10.2 or something like that. I'm not sure, but it kind of looked more like a Ridge Rock, didn't like the little MOA. But if they do an MOA, I want it to be done right with better gearing, metal gears, like an actual MOA is, you know? That would be nice to see. What's up, Lightyear? Texas. Get you out the 60-acre RC I've been working on. Hopefully it'll be ready by spring. Well, dude, I hope to be able to get out west a little bit next year. I think it will be nice to get out there. But probably something like, I'll probably have to like fly out there. You know, something like that. But we'll have to see. What's up, Grizzly RC? Chainsaw, I want a Torque Master Mini for my TRX 4M High Trail. And 550 10 turn for the... Okay. Nice deal. Okay. I've got a few things to get done. I've got some FuryTech stuff that came in. I got to find those. But I've got some FuryTech stuff to get done as well. Ever get up in the Northeast? As far northeast or as far north, I guess it'll be north central, would be Axial Fest. That was as far up north as I've been so far. I think that was, I've been to DC one time. Maybe that was higher than that. Sure. Camp Fabrication. Yeah, dude, that place was awesome, man. You guys did such a good job. And next year, I can't wait. I want to go get with, I want to do the Wet and Wild as well. I want to do that one. Basically, any big event that you guys do, I want to be there for it, you know? I really want to be there for it. You guys have an awesome team. You guys get things done, man. Y'all really do. Yes, sir. I've got I picked up another Python X. So I've got that in the truck right there. It's kind of hard to see that. Ooh, this still had, did you guys see the pins that I put on that? Let me show you those. Let me show you those. Right here. I ran these here today. I need to hit this thing with an air hose too. These right here, like if you're running the sporty class, man, these tires right here hook up. Really hook up. So, yeah, right here by Power Hobby. A guy commented on the video. I was lucky enough to be able to see it and all that. And he said that he was actually in the process of checking out. Had them in the cart and they sold out before he could pick out his wheels. Yeah, and they only ordered 50 sets and they're all gone. However, they have a whole nother shipment coming in on the 31st. So if you go to Power Hobby and order a set of these cheater pin tires, they should be shipping on the 31st or the 1st. Scott, I am trying to have a good time every day, buddy. Pete, what's up? David Pig, Zombies event runs smoother than Axial Fest. David, I tell you, Scott and his crew, Melissa, Mark, Oren, RC Garage. I can't remember his actual name right now. But yeah, you guys put on a great show. You guys really do. And I want to try to be there for all of them. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about, Camp Fabrication. I'm in. I'm in. Set me up. Beat the Creek. Yes, I want to go to Beat the Creek again as well. And that's usually in May. like the first weekend of May, I believe it is. So, yeah, I want to... Tommy, that's it. Tommy, that was his name. Is that you, Tommy? I believe it is. You're on here, aren't you? Good deal. Need to put a little picture in there, man. You, David, Pig, and Pete, y'all need to put something in there so it's more than just your letter. Take a picture of something. Yeah, Tommy, man, you were spinning that little thing up quite hard sometimes. I was actually editing, going over those videos today, trying to get them set up. And, man, there was a few times, man, you spun them things. I don't think the tires backed off. I think it just simply slid right off of that thing. So, I know when I did the tug of war with the Raminator, man, I pulled as easy as I could. I really did. But I think there's going to be... I'm Joe Arcelli. Yes, Paint and Dave, if you look at the website, exocagerc.com, look at Raminator, I have them listed on there. You can pick them up right there. And if you're only going to get one set, I'll probably have them in stock. So you do have to glue the little ends onto them. Like the little pieces right here with just some E6000. But yeah, pretty easy. And they're sold 2 at a time because they're also usable on like the X-Max. You can put 2 of them in the middle of an X-Max. So you can actually work for that as well. So rather than doing 4 at a time, if you have an X-Max, you want to set it up. You know, there's no sense in you buying 4 of them when you could just get 2, you know, and be good to go for your X-Max. So... yeah, I'm lucky I happened to have that green one. That green one's going to my buddy. So, yeah. But, man, I tell you what, it was a blast. And like I said, hopefully my videos will start going up. I got to go over all my edits and stuff like that. Probably 5. I mean, the video today of the tires was actually at the event on the Friday. So, but... yeah, now I ran them quite a bit as well, but I got quite a bit to edit and put together. So, yeah, editing is like a whole nother full-time job. If there's any work in YouTube, it's in the editing. That's where the work is. That's where the job part of it is. The rest of it, man, I love driving these things. And I drive multiple vehicles, literally every day. Every day. There might be 1 or 2 days that I won't drive something, but how about a stand under the skid of the Ram? The way the Ram is set up and the way the Ram is so much weight, and there'll be a ton of weight in a fixed area for whatever it's on. So, and for me, it's literally on a glass coffee table. So I prefer to have it all the way at each corner, and each one is individual. So you can just simply put, boom, right here, 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 here. So, why no lives at the event, Major Rose? Because the signal is absolutely horrible. I can barely upload a thumbnail from that place. So, which I was asking around about what cell phone service gets good service there. I think one guy said T-Mobile does okay. One guy said Verizon, that T-Mobile's no good. I mean, I'm with AT&T, and there really isn't much there. Have I ever thought about a dual motor Raminator? Steve, I can tell you right now, with the system that I've got in it, you really don't need dual motors, man. I mean, really, it's absolutely not needed. It just really isn't. Oh yeah, a milk crate actually works pretty good, I would have to assume. I just got these right here set up to hold the axles and all that. So, but I'm going to put together a whole Raminator video. Okay, 4 motors. No. There's going to be an entire Raminator video where I show the pull, and then I pull a SCX6. 2 SCX6s, and then the guys sat on their SCX6s and they pulled the Raminator backwards. Another SCX6, the guy sat on it, just one, and actually held the Ram in place, but busted out his rear end gears. So, yeah, they were trying to. Then I got the little clip where I drove over 4 of them right there. Man, I did that as easy as I could. I'm trying not to tear anything up. But, yeah, I eased across that. And then I took it out on the rocks and drove it around a little bit there. What I should have done was take the front sway bar off, or at least disconnect one part of the sway bar. That way I could have actually articulated, because I got the 6mm sway bars by Vidavon on that thing, and it doesn't flex very well at all. But it did go up some stuff. Filming, editing, all on my phone. Thanks, Joe. Mitchell Bologna. Yes, sir. Dude, all mine is right here, buddy. Everything. It is currently 720. WSPP. I have no idea what WSPP is. Just go get a set of Jack Sanders from Harbor Freight. JD, you got a point. Motor, direct drive with 2 Max 5s and 2 original 500 with 10mm shafts. Man, original 500. Yeah, I bet that. Did it, Joe? Did it have the torque to stand up with being? You're talking about direct drive right into the axles, right? Did it have the torque and power to actually stand up with that, or did it just kind of had like ridiculous speed? Because I can't imagine the speed you would end up, because there's reduction at the chain, reduction at the ring and pinion, in the stock transmission, and all that. So I wouldn't recommend it at all. I'm thinking you got to have that reduction in there. It's really not bad, Clayton. Digical pull on apart measure. Still got those digical need to pull apart. I'm not sure what you're talking about there. And it wasn't fast off the start, but it would wind up. Oh, I can only imagine how fast it would go. And the tires, I doubt they would take that, because I know when I was doing the X-Max style backflips with mine, I actually was shaking the tires pretty bad. I think I got a messed up foam in one of them too. Oh, did it? Camp? Did y'all post it in the group? If you did, I want to see it. I actually ran my Ram here in the yard at full speed with the low gears in the transmission, 8S, and I'll probably say maybe 15 to 20 miles per hour, maybe. So it was actually geared and volted down for that event. So yeah, I made sure to try to mild it as much as possible, because as Joe can tell you, when you power these things up, they get crazy fast and dangerous fast. So yeah, I tried to bring mine down a little bit. Now, JD's RLC, when you talk about editing on the phone, lay back in the recliner, every time I do that, I typically start editing with one hand and one eye closed. And then before I know it, I'm waking up. So if you guys find the crazy video every now and then where it's got like something text here, custom text here, some of that, it's because I was editing with 2 eyes closed. All right. Marcus, I did. That was sent to me. It looked pretty darn nice, dude. Now, I like that they did spec lightweight transmission, because the Vanquish transmissions are really heavy. So I like that they're looking at the weight of the transmission, the weight of the chassis, and all that. I like that. Thank you, C. Campbell. I appreciate that. What's up from Maine? Jared. Hey, buddy. James. Have you ever tried all brass rims from Endura? I have not. I have not. I will use the brass insert insides on some of them, but usually it's just on the front, not the back. It all depends on what the vehicle's for. 250 gram each. Yeah, I haven't done those. Vermont. I have not tried the all brass wheels. I have not. Let me see here. That was the Power Hobby pin tires right there. Now, speaking of that, on the phone, I mean, I think I've showed this before. You can kind of work through all of that. This is a video that I recorded today. I don't have any intro, no outro, or anything on there. But you can see that's coming out of the nasty right there. Made it through the crack of doom, all that wonderful stuff. Let me get this all the way back here. One of the climbs right there. Then there's the ramp, because I know you guys want to see the ramp, right, with the pins on there. What I do on this one is I get to there and I actually stop. I actually stop right there. Okay? And I look at it. It's physically stopped and holding at the top of the ramp. Okay? And then I start to drive. So, it done. Dude, these pins are good. Really good. Oh, yeah, this is, that is Crowley right there. What I'm showing right here, and I say it in the video, is that you got to turn your tires to get on the sidewall, but you can't turn too much, because if the top of that tire right here actually hits, it'll actually turn off. It'll pull you off of the surface right there. So, yeah, we're gonna hopefully, channel members. Hopefully, I have about 5, 6, or 7 videos for you guys early in the morning. Redcat Ascent arrives. Good deal. Redcat Ascent. I need to build a 1/10 scale. Of course, I didn't want you to put in. Carrie, just simply get out there, throw you some sticks down, throw you some bricks down, and start with that. You don't have to be all technical with it. Just simply throw down some stuff, make it happen, buddy. That's all you got to do. The thing about crawlers, you can take a pile of junk and make a course out of it. I mean, you don't have to have everything all fine-tuned and all that. Just throw it out there, start driving, and then make your adjustments. Throw rock in a hole or something, just to make things drivable but challenging. That's all there is to it. The Fury Wagon, yes, I've actually got from FuryTech. I've got the brass to put on this thing. So I've got to get that taken care of as well. It's somewhere around here in a box. Oh, I see the box over there. I'm tempted to maybe start selling certain items from FuryTech. Like the Python X ESC, which I really like the Python EXC. So I really like that ESC. If I was to list it on the website, I mean, it works good on the 10 pole, 14 pole. I mean, I've got one in this truck up here, which I ran today. Would you guys be interested for me to sell some FuryTech? I don't want to sell a lot of FuryTech, but just a few items that I personally find to be the best that they offer. That's all I want to sell, you know? I don't want to sell everything that's like, okay, that's just mediocre, but hey, they're buying it. Woohoo, I'll make $5. No, I want to sell the parts and pieces that I personally really like, if that makes any sense. Someone mentioned if you'd be using the same rig and lines to try similar tires. When I do my tire tests, I'm going up different things. I do my very best to follow the same lines, but different tires react differently. So sometimes it's really hard to follow the same line. It really is. But I do my best to do that. And I try to pick obstacles that are kind of confined, and there's only one way to really get through them. So that way I'm kind of confined and I can control the variables. And also when I do like the tire tests out there, I've got to do it quick. I've got to pop through it fast, because the change in humidity changes the rocks, changes the traction, and that can change the outcome of a tire test. It really can, you know. You're Jess, the owner of Negative GRC, but one of the LCG camper bed. Dude, I've heard a lot about Negative G. I just haven't got one. I've got parts over here. I've got to get this Kleimenstein put together. I've had it for like 3-4 months, and I've got to get this thing done. Did you do the bashing part this weekend? I did get video of that. Yes, I sure did. James Weisgarver, well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. Very cool. I'll buy some off you doing just that. Yeah, FuryTech. Yeah, the Python X is 110, and I've got one of them over here. Hang on a second. I'll pull one out for you. Let me see. That's not it. This is another combo. I try to stock up so I have things in stock because I never really know what I'm going to end up doing. Like this right here is a combo I picked up because I want to try this right here. This is the Python X and the 10-pole in-runner. I want to try this in the Ascent. So I picked that up, ordered all this stuff before I left, and then I came back and I'm like, whoo, big old box. But yeah, this right here is awesome. You can change the BEC. The BEC is strong on it. It's all Bluetooth, all connects right to your phone. Speaking of Bluetooth, the new Max 6G2 has got everything built into it. Why they didn't do that with the Max 5G2, I don't know. Or is it in there? I don't think so. But the Max 6G2 is beautiful. So, yeah. I guess the Max 5G2 don't have built-in Bluetooth, does it? I had to use a little dongle thing on it to make it go for me. Lizard Pro and Komodo that comes with a transmission. Yes, that's how you should sell parts. That's awesome. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it. I'm trying to decide what 124 to get now. We're having an indoor series this winter, so get 124 is like the FuryTech 124 isn't really the same as the SCX6 or the SCX24 is not the same scale. So you might want to get whatever everybody else is running, but then build it the way you want. That way, if they set lines for the SCX24 and you're coming in with a FuryTech 24, you're not going to fit. So if they're building for the Axial SCX24, get you one of those and build off of that. And then turn your driver mod on, and you'll be okay. What's your favorite best 110 SCT? My favorite best, I would say it will be the Techno short course truck because I really like Techno. But that associated truck that I got recently, the SC10, the newest one, dude, that thing, man, I can hit these jumps full throttle and just flies beautifully. The Techno was always either back high or nose high. I never got the Techno to really drive like what I want, even though I really love the Techno brand. So that associated is pretty darn nice. I've never had the low-C SCT, so I don't know what to tell you there. But the Centon 3S, beautiful truck, tougher than nails. But man, that thing likes to catch air and go whoop right like that. It really does. Nice to see a video with mini pins. Mr. Know-It-All. Yes, sir. There's going to be more because now that I've got these, I've got a set of Users inserts. I've got a set of Users, and I've got another set of Banff inserts as well. What I'm thinking of doing, and it might sound a little bit crazy, but I kind of like the back being the big, soft single stage. I kind of like that. What I'm thinking about doing is just running a printed insert up front. Because in the video that I shot today, and while I was at Haul and Crawl, I ran their little course, and there were a few climbs that I was working on, and the tires just rolled so bad on the stock foams. So I'm kind of thinking leaving the rears soft. Leave the foams in them, call them done, but put some inserts up front. This way I get to pick up the steering accuracy that I need. The printed inserts, I've yet to have one that didn't give me a wonderful steering accuracy. So if I could get that, for me, the way we comp around here, the back is actually good to go, honestly. So I don't really need to do all that in the back. And in some cases, having the back inserted makes the back just as accurate as the front, meaning it's harder to, twitch the steering wheel a little bit and make the back move like you want it to, if that makes any sense. Sometimes you want to hit the steering and make the back move one way or the other, and if the back is just as accurate, perfect accurate as the front, sometimes it's a little bit more harder to do. So I'm kind of thinking about just doing inserts on the front. This thing is really dusty. Really dusty. But that's kind of what I'm... And wow. I just set it on that ramp. It does not max the ramp out. Yep, I'm going to do a whole video just on the ramp. Yep, I'm going to have to do that. I think it's going to be awesome. These RTI ramps, if you're just tuning in, you haven't seen them, I picked up these right here from Haul and Crawl. And these are from, let me find, Mountain, these guys right here. I picked them up from these guys right here. So little scale RTI ramps. We used to have these on the real trucks and all that. So yeah, I bought 2 of them. One of them I'm painting them both up nice, but one of them's going to be outside, and I got to paint it because it is just raw steel. So I got to paint it to kind of seal it from the elements. And I guarantee you, every scale guy out here is going to be running this thing. Guarantee it. It's just like that ramp that goes up like that. If you come out here with a crawler and you don't at least try that once or twice, what are you doing? That's like the focal point. People come out here just for that ramp. All right. Let me get back to you guys. I'm running like a crazy guy here. Chuck's RC Habit, what's up, man? Let's say about the new Techno SET that just came out. Unfortunately, I don't have it. I guess I need to try to order that. But heck, that new Vanquish came out. That's on my list now to try to order. So, yeah. I just quit smoking reefer a week ago. Well, congratulations, buddy. More money for RC. So, you go from one addiction to the other. Because if anybody tells you these things aren't an addiction, they just aren't really into the hobby, because they are addictive, especially the crawlers. Every big event, other than a big roar race or something like that, every big event, big social event has always been around crawlers. Every single one. And man, what's awesome about the crawlers is I don't know of any of us that are secretive. Like, oh, don't mess with this. Now, at the Sorka Nets, there were a few secrets out there, but like with us, man, oh, dude, yeah, check this thing out, man. Take it for a drive, Yeah, I'm not secretive on any of my setups. If I build a setup and it works and you want to do it, I'll help you build it. Simple as that. I'll show you everything I got on there. Let me see. What's my dude, from Rudy from Tucson here. Thinking about getting into the crawler aspect of RC. A great 1/10, first 1/10. Great first 1/10 crawler. SEX 10.3 base camp. Absolutely awesome. Track says TRX4. Really good. The Element vehicles, just about all of them are good. I almost bought the new, I guess, version 2.0 IFS truck from Cody this weekend. Almost. But man, the other one, it left so much to be desired. And I probably should have bought it just so I could, see the improvements that it's supposed to have. Thanks, Pete. New Vanquish. Yep, new Vanquish truck out, man. More like it's almost like they're going after the SCX 10 Pro. And I believe the Vanquish is on portals as well, so. I went full force into RC. Yeah, see, I was into RC as a kid. And then girls, life, bills, life, just took me out of it. But I got to a position in life where I had the extra money to get back into it. I was doing real trucks, real truck events, been on TV a few times, all that stuff with Ian from Extreme 4x4. But let that go and got back into RC, and amazingly enough, here we are. So never in my wildest dreams did I think I could actually be doing this full time. And when I say full time, I'm talking usually around 9 or 10 in the morning to around 1 to 1:30 in the morning. That's the YouTube full time, just so you know. And I do it 9 or 10 because I can't really do anything outside because of the morning dew, winter time as well, the morning dew gets on everything. It's just totally wet and all that. So, yeah, but then at night, intros, outros, installs. A lot of times the outros where I do my stand-up routine, I got to do something with the method right there too. When I do my stand-up routine, it could be 12:30, 1 o'clock at night. It could actually be that late. Oh, I've never seen you run Proline Ibex. I've never messed with Ibex, buddy. But it might be time now that I'm messing around with pins, huh? It might be time. I have never messed with... Do they make the Ibex in a 1.9? Python X is a nice ESC. Yes, the Python X is very nice. It has... And I'm going to show you guys when I do the video. It has a brake hold feature on this thing, okay? And you know how like the Fusion has it will actively hold, and the way that works is it was field oriented control, or FOC, and if it'll sense the magnetics from the rotor or the outside rotor, depending on internal or outternal rotation, in-runner or outrunner, and it will actively hold it. So, and I can show you guys with the outrunner that's in that truck right up there at how that works. And it's absolutely awesome. The thing about it is though, the way this works, you may have a little bit more heat, but as far as like, when you're up on a hill and you're in a Sorca event and they penalize you for reversing, which is stupid. This right here will actually hold like a Fusion, but with an outrunner, or with the in-runner, So, very nice ESC. Heath Bradley, it was awesome being there. Man, that was my first time getting out of the state. Other than I went to Dixieland RC, his grand opening. I was there for that. Getting out to haul and crawl was absolutely phenomenal in every possible way, man. FuryTech ESC combo you're talking about. If you're talking about this, I've already showed this in previous videos, but I'm going to do this again. I bought a brand new setup here just for the Ascent. So this is going to go into that truck right there, which has the Fusion SE 1800. So therefore, when I do drive this, I actually have a feel for the truck with the FOC in it, Fusion. So I can actually kind of talk through a little bit of it. So yeah, I've got the 1950 kV, so it should be a really nice crawling motor. It is a 10 pole. So, and this ESC is really meant for 10 poles. However, you know what? Let me see something. See if I can turn this on real quick. Ibex is 2.2. Worry about the Baja Ray 2.0. I've got him right here. I have not had a chance to get a hold of him. If you could, get him to send me a message, please. That way, I'll have no choice, but I'll be able to get a hold of him. Oh, not you. Gotta get you. This one right there. I'm going to show you guys if I can. You see right here? There's your Pro X or Python X right there. And I have a Holmes revolver in here. see if I can get this to show you guys. Right there, Holmes revolver. All right. It is a snub nose V3 2040 kV. That's a 14 pole motor. This is on my green radio, I believe. Okay, cool. I'm going to try to show you guys this as best I can here. All right. There's the motor right there, okay? Watch this. This is more than just the torque of the motor. It is actually actively pushing the other direction. It is holding everything. And so long as your gearing is good enough, this will hold your vehicle. All right. Now, like right here, it's physically holding the vehicle, right? I got some pine straw on there too. I want to see if I can hook up to it. I don't have anything connected right now, so there we go. I am connected to it using the FuryTech app. Let me see. Throttle, is that where it's at? No. Running. Okay. You see right here where it says lock to brake right there. That's at 100. I'm going to turn this down. Just simply turn it off. It's at 0 now. All right. I think it updates pretty quick. Now everything moves. All right. Turn it up. Go right back up to 100. All right. That's the brake lock feature of the Python X. And it is absolutely awesome. It drives really similar to, as far as the control and everything like that, as what like the Fusion Pro does. However, when you build a competition crawler, and I'm guilty of this, I will have the motor, the ESC, servo, all that figured out in my brain. So I build around that. So if you're going to build with a short outrunner, a snub nose or something like that, whatever brand it is, you build around that, right? You set your electronics in there, you build around that. So you don't exactly have enough room for a Fusion every time. You just don't. So that's just kind of, I mean, you build for what you're wanting to go for, if that makes any sense at all. You know, so all right, let me see what we got going here. Let me get back to you guys. If I could only have one RC, what would it be? I get asked that almost every time, and I do not know. Do you know how wide Vidavon 3.8 wheels are? I don't. Sorry. Yeah, available now. Has metal Hot Wheel type portal covers. It's WVFD. Okay. Tried to order, but you don't ship. Shipping to Canada. I'm actually shipping to a buddy of mine in Canada, and I'm going to be shipping on Friday, okay? So if you want to order those, you're going to have to go directly. I'm not sure what the shipping will be. However, send me an email. It's up in the pinned comments right here, exocagerc@yahoo.com, or message me through the website, all right? But we'll just have to do that directly, because shipping to Canada can be a major pain, all right? So that's kind of why that's why I have that set not to go that way. And Marcus, you are absolutely correct. Yes, I can run 4S on this system as well. Do I think the Hobbywing Pro has better modulation than the SE, Joshua Herr? Yes, the Pro is $150. The SE is $80. And I like the SE, but when it comes to competition and I'm going to run a Fusion, it's always going to be the Pro. The Pro has a much lower minimum RPM, a much more controlled ramp up, all that stuff. So if you're really wanting to compete, get the Pro. If you're just looking for something to crawl, have a good time, trail drive, all that, the SE is absolutely more than enough and a great buy at 80 bucks. It really is. Good deal. Yes, I have tried the Silent Assassin. I have not tried the Silent Assassin. Okay. There's also the other ESC. I can't think of the name of that one. The Rhino ESC. That might be the same one. Now, Rob from Three Brothers RC, or Dan, I'm not sure. I got to get his name right. But anyway, he was out here at the Exoplex before the last USTE, and he was driving, and I saw something happen that just turned me away from anything other than a Crawlmaster Mini V2 at that time. Now we have this FuryTech Python X, okay? What happened was, and I experienced this with other FuryTechs before the Python X. The Python X changed everything for me. Honestly, I was not a big fan of the FuryTech, but there was nothing else small enough that could get the job done until they did the Python. A whole new architecture, all that stuff, changed everything. What happened was, and I saw this multiple times now, when he was trying to climb one of my rocks out here, when you start up with those, you have a sinusoidal startup. That's like the real FOC part of this thing, okay? The real fine-tuned, all that, where it basically drives the motor like a stepper motor in a computerized servo or something like that, okay? And when it goes from the startup into the drive, it was actually cogging. It would actually go into a cog, and it went backwards. And I've had that experience with some of the older FuryTech stuff as well, you know. So I wasn't real big on it, but I'm like, there's nothing else, you know. But the Python X changed everything. That really made me a believer, really did. I never met Jessie Combs. She did not make it out to the park where we were running our event with Ian. So I wish I had of. But I did not. So the Max 5 does have Bluetooth in it. Why did I have to use the little dongle? Huh. So I don't know. I'll have to check that out. I need to look at that one again. I got a Max 5 up here, but I think it's the older one. Actually, no. I do have a Max 5 G2. I've got more RC stuff than anybody should ever have. I do have a Max 5 G2. Why is that sitting? Oh, yeah, I know why. I can actually power that up. Let's try it. I have more RC stuff than I should ever imagine, than anybody should ever have. I haven't heard much about the 3-day event at Cotton's in February. Send me some information, Scale Rock. Or send me a link or something like that. So let me know. So the Silent Assassin is different than the Rhino. Okay, so they are different ESCs. That's good to know. All right, I do not have anything. See, this one still has the programming port on it right here. As where the Max 62 does not. So we're going to turn this thing on. A 5-inch quadcopter and fly on the channel. The closest thing I got to FPV is that DJI drone, and I love that thing. You're powered on. Let's see if it picks up on the app. Transmission. Let me see here. Let's see. Hobbywing Link 2. I'm going to go and do the update. Let me do the... Oh, no. If I'm doing the update, it might mess up the thing. But all I see right now are these guys right here. I do not see anything that says Max 5 on it. I do not know what a JD, whatever. It might be my printer. I don't know what 7 is or any of that stuff, but... It probably won't update. My internet is horrible. I can't wait till I get that Comcast. Oh my God. I'm going for the biggest one that they got. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's still got to have the Bluetooth on this because it is the Max 6 G2 doesn't even have those 3 pins right there. So, and when I tuned this one, I had to use the little dongle on it. I don't see it, guys. So I really wish maybe they'll come out with a Max 5 5.1 or something like that. Max 5.1 where we actually do have the built-in Bluetooth, because they really should have put that in there. Like the Max 4, the Max 5, the Max 6. I mean, that just takes so much easier. It's right there. And we all have these things. Uh-oh, I unplugged it. It might talk to me. I'm not going to do it. All right. Are you going to try to make it to Axial Fest? Axial Fest West, I doubt I'm going to make it to Axial Fest West. Somebody would have to literally like sponsor me and pick up a ticket, or pick me up at the airport, bring me out there, because I'm not driving all the way to California. Yes, Gilrock, tag me in the post, please. Because with USTE not being here, you know, I'm having issue with the CMV3. Yeah, I haven't messed with the V3. I prefer the V2 on that one. Did your friend at Hobby Wing get back to you about the new Max 6 footprint? I have not got an answer on that yet. I have not got an answer. I mean, I've got the... that's a Max 5 too. The only Max 6 that I've got... I might see if my buddy has a Max 6 that's out. If he has a Max 6 that's out, then I can measure it. But I have not heard back from Hobby Wing. I will message them again and see what I can come up with. Favorite Class 2 tire. That's going to either be the J Concepts Tusk, or the new megalithic. Yeah, I just figured out all that. Now, speaking of the Raminator, once I get this figured out, once I get this in my Raminator where there's no drive shaft clearance issues or all that, I am considering putting together a kit with the transmission, with the skid. There's going to be a 10mm riser on that transmission as well to get more drive shaft clearance. I believe that'll get me where I need to be. But if I put together a kit, the transmission alone is like $330. However, $330 plus $100 for the skid, that's $430. That's still coming in under a Johnny Crash conversion, isn't it? Maybe. You would have to flip the ring gear in either the front or the back diff, though, because the opposing drive shaft rotations on the Raminator. Really? They got the TLRs back in stock? LMTs? I've messed with the ISDT on the hold feature and found it a little bit noisy and jumpy, especially if you go too far on the settings. Yes, I'm going to Axial Fest Badlands. And dude, when I was there, you know, as long as you don't enter in any of the events, heck, man, those rails don't matter. Take it out there and have fun. I'm actually trying to get a group of Raminators together for that. I'd like to do that one. I was on forward, I'll tell you what. Went overboard. What? I finally got my low CDLR yet. How tall are the megalithics? They're about 4.75. I think they're more like a full 4.75. Connect O2 and go through the app. Yeah, that's the way it always works. All right. When I get done with here, I will check Facebook and see if I can get some information on it. The Raminator transmission. Okay. Now, if I do this for the Raminator, now the transmission that I've got, the gears and all are just like for the SCX6. They've got they were lightened, you know, like for SCX6 duty. If I do this kit, I'm not going to have any of that done. The gears will be solid in there just for added strength and added durability and added peace of mind. Because if I sell you a $330 transmission, 330, 350, whatever this thing happens to be with a 10 millimeter outputs, I want to make sure that the gears are going to take the abuse. I mean, they took the abuse with the holes, right? So if I do these gears and all that, I get these transmission special ordered in. I just want to know that when you get this, you're not going to have some crazy gear failure, like if the root's too thin at the bottom of the tooth and all that, and they break and then shatter everything, and then you're like, man, $330 transmission just gone, you know? And then I got to get with Arthur and get everything warrantied out and all that, which I would, but I'd rather not do that, so I would order stronger gear sets for it. Now, actually, if I do that, I'm going to try to get into make a different front and back on there with a larger output bearing. But I got a feeling we're going to be okay. Joe Girding, yes, all right. Okay. Now, the skids are made by MFR here in the States. The race ready for Axial Fest. Man, there are lots of guys when it comes to the race and all that, when they do their whatever marathon looking thing, man, that's actually a really good vehicle to have for that. The Wraith, the Riss. But the thing is, you're running with them, so you don't gear it crazy. Don't gear it up to run 40, 50 miles per hour. Gear that thing down, and you want it to run just faster than jogging speed. That way you have a nice efficiency, the battery lasts forever, and you can keep running. But I will tell you, the lady that won it last year, dude, I'm telling you, she was serious. And I guarantee you she'll be back. If she's back, man, you're fighting for second, third, fourth place at best. She was awesome, man. What's a better motor to use with Max 6 on the X-Max that's close to stock size, and what gearing? When you change a motor on your X-Max and you're not using the stock motor, you've got to have a motor mount. Be it Vidavon, WFO, or any of those brands out there, you're going to have a motor mount. But the 1650, if hopefully the newer version 1650s are wound better. And by winding, I'm talking about the Kevlar around the neodymium magnets inside. Because over there, stuck to one of them little metal pieces, I have both a Hollywing and a Castle 1650 that over-revved on 8S. Poof. So hopefully the newer 1650 would be your best bet. And with the 1650, man, gear that. You may have to gear it down a little bit, because that's a lot of RPMs on 8S. For me, the 1250 kV 5690 and a motor mount of your choice, the Max 5 or the Max 6 worked out really good in my XRT. You can see a little bit of it right there. It worked out really good. I broke the servo in it. I think I broke the stock servo, so it's got the little plastic thing, which, oh yeah. Yeah, I remember. My resorter came in too while I was gone. This has got a couple 99 micros I ordered for a guy. And I believe I should have my new Raw 500 in here as well. So I ordered one for the X-Max. Or for the XRT. What's your thoughts on the Taylor 35cc? 35cc? All I know from Taylor, It is what I saw when I was at Primal RC at the Monster Jam World Finals. Yeah, 99 micros. Woohoo! 2 of them are gone. 1 of them's mine. I should put it on the website, but nah, I'm gonna hang on to that. When I order re-stuff in, it's usually for me or special order. You know, somebody wants something. But this right here, I think I'm gonna put this into the XRT. I think it's ready for a little servo upgrade. What do you guys think? I've got the Vidavon conversions in there as well, so I'm good to go. But the Taylor RC stuff, the Taylor motors, they're awesome. If you get the expansion chamber, tuned pipe, and all that, you might need earplugs. They are loud. Yeah. Bot Brad, what's up? Doing a brass 300 IS. Yes. Now, the brass 300 IS. Man, 99% of the winches are going right into the chassis. What would be nice is if you could figure out a way to run that winch. Okay, now just listen to me. Run that winch right here on the axle. That way you keep your brass down low, right? But I don't think the internal spool is going to work out very well. And then you'll run your servo up, stop for your steering and all that stuff like that. But if you could run it on the axle in the Pro and still keep your pan hard and all that, that would actually work out pretty darn good if you were able to do that. And I'm sure somebody's going to figure it out. The Hanger, what's up? Yes, your stuff is mostly built. It's going to be dry this weekend. Maybe we can mess around with it, but we really want to seal that stuff up. Here it's Florida. We have humidity even in the winter. So, what I wanted from Vidavon, a rear axle so we can make a 6x6 Raminator. You don't need a rear axle. All you would need is a new center axle. And all you would need is the center part so you can put a ring gear on the, or a pinion gear on the other side. With the Raminator axles, you can flip the ring gear. I could ask him about it to see if it's something he's interested in doing. I couldn't imagine a 6x6 Raminator. That thing as a 6x6 is huge. A 6x6 Raminator, though, it would be really easy being able to flip the gears back and forth to do an 8x8 or a 10x10. Wow. 6x6. How would that be? 1, 2, 3, 6 tires. Oh, maybe a 12x12. No, too much. But that would be pretty neat, though. Maybe even to do like 2 fronts and 2 rears on a Raminator. I don't know what you would use it for besides maybe make yourself a scooter. I have no need for a 6x6 Raminator. That Raminator is enough all by itself. South Florida, I'm not sure yet. I've got to go see what it's all about. Again, it's about 2 hours south, so it's in February, which is a great time of month for us here. So, great time of the year. Speaking of trailer, Marcus, I actually was looking at my little trailer. It's about, between the fender things, it's about 42 inches. 41. So, I think I'm going to have to start working on that because I would like to haul the Raminator, the SCX 6x6, or the Raminator and the Ram Bouncer to events. And it's kind of like if I'm staying in the car, I don't have enough room for all that. For me to stay in my car with the Ram, I was literally taking the wheels and tires off of it and pushing it to the side. And then the tires were up on top of it. So, yeah, it was kind of one of those things. Stand for us more focused to scale like UST, but they will have comps. You can jump in also. Okay, good deal. Rob, I sure did. I saw it today, 6x6 with 80cc. That would be so wild. Well, this particular trailer, I only paid $100 for it. It's just a Harbor Freight trailer. But by the time I'm done building it, it'll probably be $1,000 trailer. What's not $1,000 nowadays? I mean, really. I mean, heck. Okay, this was not $1,000. This was $25. So yeah, that's not $1,000. We're good now, right? Rooftop tent. No, sir. I just sleep in the car. Man, I can lay down in that car. I am good. I'm stretched out, plenty of room. Plus, it's got the full panoramic roof on it. So I run that down. I can look at the stars and all kinds of stuff. It's actually pretty. I'm totally fine sleeping in my car out there. Now, the first few times I did it, I would find a hill and I was sleeping in the driver's seat. Lay it back, you know, kind of like this. It worked, but man, it was pretty bad. Now I have a big old blow-up mattress. And I just blow that thing up and I'm good, dude. I stretch right out in the back. It's actually, I'm good to go with that. Capper that cost $1,200 bill. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, cappers are not cheap. But anyway, yeah, when I get this trailer set up and I've already got it was that little short trailer. And if any of you guys have pulled a trailer, have you ever tried to back up a short trailer? So they are not fun at all to back up. So I extended that out. So it'll be a total of about 4x6 or yeah, about 42 inches wide, 6 foot long. I got to make sure my Raminator can fit in the 42 inches. I think it can. I got to measure that. I think so. But regardless of all, it'll fit that. But regardless, that's where I kind of want to put that. But I got to build it to where it doesn't look too horrible, you know. It'll probably look like a coffin. If I could get a coffin that was big enough, you know, like one of those kind for the big fat guys, you know, put that on the back. Man, that would be cool, wouldn't it? Yeah. I could haul my Raminator and Ram Bouncer in a coffin on the back of a Hyundai. That would be awesome. Blow-up mattresses do not have arms and legs. And you know, I was talking with my buddy Gary, Viking RC, who was at Haul and Crawl with me. And I was actually thinking about, man, what if I was to actually get a blow-up person and like put her in there, right? But I fill her up with helium. That way, in the morning, when I open up the trunk, I just kind of push it out. And I have a little string on it because I don't want to litter. But then I'll let her fly up in the air. Wouldn't that be sweet? I'd probably finally go viral if I did that. Finally go viral. Yep. RC Daily, yes. Backing up. I got on my lawnmower, I have one of the little yard sweepers. And the tractor, and man, if I don't watch it, that thing will jack nice so fast. See, I might have to go to Costco, see if they got a nice coffin. Tell them I need a big fat guy coffin. I do not know, Nicholas. I do not know. All I know is that it is at Addictive RC right now. So, yeah. Lengthen the tongue. I did, Cozy. I did. It had like 3 foot sticking out of it, and I bought like an 8 foot 2x2, 3/16 thickness. I thought about going to the 1/8, but I'm like, just go with the 3/16. That way I know I'm not going to have any issues. Say you're on the highway running 120 miles an hour and you hit a bump. You don't want that trailer to come loose, right? No, my trailer will be just for me. I'm thinking it'll be 6 foot long. I'm thinking it'll be 6 foot long, about 42 inches wide, and everything should be able to fit in there. You need one for Donnie. Greg, Scott, did Donnie make it over to maintenance? You're talking about Big Donnie? Did he make it over to maintenance? Sorry, Gregory works where I used to work at Swisher. So message me, dude. Let me know. This will be interesting if he made it over. Get an inflatable sheep. Now that would be interesting. Not really the best of viral that I would want to go, but it would be really interesting. Oh man, get a UPS style, dude. No. I want one of them Sprint vans, man. There was two people down there. Donnie Elmore. Donnie Elmore would have a heart attack even looking at something like that. If you guys don't know Donnie Elmore, this guy's like 120 years old and he still works. He's too stubborn to retire. He's getting all his benefits, everything. And he won't leave. He won't leave the job. But anyway, I want that Sprint van. So if I ever show up at an event and I'm driving a Sprint van, you guys will know I finally made some big money. I want one of these. I think they're like $100,000 or something like that. Dude, I could do that. Actually, speaking of what you're talking about right there, Benjamin, I could literally take this trailer. I know I could. Put a hitch on it. Open the coffin up, sit in the thing, and drive myself around in the trailer. That Raminator would absolutely pull me without issue. I really believe so. I need to try that. I really need to try that. I really need to try that, don't I? Huh. I will do that. I will find a way to connect it to the rear axle housing, that little piece that sticks up. I'm going to do that. That's a great job. That's a great idea. Who is that? Benjamin Massey. Let me see if I can make sure I'm going to put your name in here. All right, trailer for Ram idea. Yeah, if I get this done, I'm going to say your name in a video, Benjamin Massey. Hopefully you're okay with it. Sprinter's like $150K. Yeah, Sprinter's a big money. As Jay Connis, from what I can see in the pictures, it looks to be phenomenally awesome. That's all I know is from the pictures. I know Vanquish has some of the highest quality vehicles out there, and I expect nothing other than absolute awesomeness out of that kit. So, do I have one? I wish, but I expect that to be a very high performance vehicle. I really do. I'm going to go to Costco.com and look for our coffin. Put some wheels on a lazy boy to pull behind the Ram. Depending on the surface, as long as the lazy boy don't dig in, it would probably just drag you. Oh, speaking of that, when we had it on the tug of war pad, I held onto it. I kind of throttled a bit. It was pulling me pretty well. So I had the other guys hook onto it. They're like, oh my God, I like to pull my arm off. So that Ram's got some pull on it. And like I say, I had it geared down. I really did. I had it geared down. But I'm going to do this trailer thing, man. I'm going to do that. That's on my mind now. I just got to figure out a way to put a 2-inch ball on the back of a Raminator. Will a hose clamp work? RC Daily, I absolutely would expect Harley to drop a video on anything Vanquish like that. I absolutely would expect that. Hero. Yeah, Benjamin, they really are. Vanquishes make some great stuff. They really do. See, Clayton, what you're talking about there is actually pretty simple. All I've got to do is mount my DJI drone on top of the Raminator. If that's on top of the Raminator, I've got like 4K video streaming right to the remote. And I can watch that while I'm laying down in it. That would be sweet, wouldn't it? Man, you guys are giving me all kinds of bad ideas. My luck, I'll be out there running and not realize I'm doing 20 miles an hour behind a Raminator and find a ditch. Oh, then I have to come. Man, could you imagine just being a bystander? All of a sudden, this RC car crashes in a ditch with a coffin on the back of it, and some fat guy comes rolling out of the thing and stands up. If I did that, I would do like full-on zombie. Ooh, I would too. Maybe even put on some makeup so I look like a dead guy. A dead fat guy. Oh, man, all right. I'm going to be a pro. I'm going to be a pro, Redcat, G-Speed, Dirty South, killer though. It will perform great. As far as what you're saying, RC Daily, the number one thing that makes a vehicle drive really good is your ability to drive it. That's the number one thing right there. I don't care what you've got. If you can't drive it, you're not going to beat anybody in any kind of competition. That's that driver mod thing. I could do that with the RC8X. You're right. Brett Norris, what's up? Man. Rolling a scale rig out of a trailer towed behind a monster truck. See, I like the idea of being able to sit on the trailer. I mean, think about it. I'm at Axial Fest, right? Okay. Rather than having to ride on the truck trailer all the way back and forth, I could just sit in the coffin and just use the Ram and just cruise right on around. I mean, heck, there are other people there, especially like the younger, like there was a young girl there in like a little bike stroller you pull behind a bike. They had it behind the SCX6 and she was just going all over the place. Had the SCX6 pulling her everywhere. It was awesome. So how much is the Vanquish kit? Is it $450? You got chased by a deadly tiger snake. Bullets. You're in Australia. Everything is trying to kill you there. So yeah, I would not be messing with any kind of snake. Anything, not the blue-ringed octopus or any of that stuff. $430. I need to order that, don't I? Are they sold out yet? Dude, I would like to have my own toilet. I would. The Cobra chickens, yeah. Santa Maria would hold one of his specs last year's. If Santa Maria wants to come all the way out here to Florida, let's do it. Yeah, but you guys are talking about $450 for a kit. Guys, you gotta look at something here. It's the same with this right here. The average guy on the trail doesn't buy one of these. Okay, that's not something you generally buy just for playing around on the trail. This is competition. And when you have a competition mindset, $450 is nothing. That's a steal of a deal, let me tell you. So the mindset, like when it comes to like trying to put an event on with bashers. Oh yeah, I've got this, I've got that X-Max, all this. Oh yeah, can come out here. We're racing them. We're going to have a good time. Oh, I don't know. You can't get them out of their own backyard. The basher mentality, they generally don't drive or don't travel to run their RCs. But a competition-minded RC guy will drive. The racers, they will drive for hours and hours and hours. They will take flights to go compete at tracks. The mindset is very different. Same way with competition crawlers. A competition crawler will drive. They will drive. They will pack up. They will stay the night at a hotel. They will go and they will compete to the best of their ability. So for when it comes to the competition side of things, 450 is nothing. I mean, really, 450, nothing. I mean, heck, if my internet, can you get it on A-Main? Let me see here. If it's on A-Main, I'll order it right now. Let's see here. Just arrived. Let's tap on that. I see a witch's broom. No. Let's try Vanquish. Vanquish. 410 Phoenix. All right, let's just look up Vanquish. See what we got here. All right. I don't even see it listed here. Only on Vanquish side. Okay. Vanquish RC. Is it Vanquish RC or Vanquish Racing or something like that? Vanquish products. Let's go here. Let's check this out. Yeah, I got cookies. I got cookies. Where are you at? Where are you at here? Let's see if I can find you. I'm surprised I'm not going out right here. Oh, got the link right there. I can't do it on the computer though. Let's check the new releases. Why are they still selling two-stage foams? Oh, I have zero desire to buy any two-stage foams on anything at this point in time. Yeah, I can't do that right now. What's this thing called? The Vanquish something or another, right? Hear about a Tamiya truck? Yes, I have built a Tamiya truck. I sure have. And it's like a step back to the past here. I just got it. Okay, I see Harley. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Why did it go to that? Oh, there we go. There we go. Let me see right here. All right, looks like maximum purchase 2 units. $429. Add to cart. It's a shame I don't have an affiliate with these guys. I would totally use it. Looks like looking at a grand total of $464. Man, I don't know if I have an account with these guys or not. Let's see. I'm just gonna. Dang it. I feel like I've got to hurry up and get this real quick. I know I've ordered from these guys before. Aura Pro. Let's see here. Actually, I'm going to change my email. Claws are fun to have, but you don't want to wreck it. I drive my Claude very carefully. Let's see. All right. See, I've already got an account, Exocaged RC. Okay. Now let me go see if I can sign in at Yahoo. I have ordered from them before. I know I have. I've ordered from just about everybody before. See if I can remember my password now. Heck no, of course not. Let's try that one. I can never remember my password. Email address. I'm trying to get this thing ordered at yahoo.com because I feel I probably need to get this because it's so awesome, right? Let me see if I'm on A-Main tomorrow. Oh, it's on A-Main tomorrow. I will wait. All right, I will wait and order it tomorrow then. If it's on A-Main tomorrow, I'll go that way because I don't have to deal with all this stuff. I've already got my account set up and everything. Hey, Joe, am I buying the 4S Mojave? I might. Enlighten RC just got his. And if you guys are on TikTok, N as in light, Liten, RC. Man, most all his videos come from right here at the Exoplex. And his daughter does a great job with the edits, man. She's really good on it. So if you're on TikTok, Enlighten RC is where you need to be. Went down from Kinetic Snowbirds for 4-cell, 110 oval, lifetime. I've heard about Snowbirds, but I've obviously never been. JD's, I'm going to order one. If it's on A-Main tomorrow, like Josh said, I'm going to get it. You know, affiliate kit for sure. Maybe shirts and a mug. Why is my phone? Okay. Oh, they should send you an affiliate. I know nobody at Vanquish. I don't know of anybody, or I don't know anybody that I know of at Vanquish where I could try to get in on some of that stuff. Oh, I should upgrade it till the point nothing's original. I did have a clawed stock stick made from metal Integy clawed axles. What is he ordered? My wife was talking to me. Apparently the new Vanquish is going to be at A-Main Hobbies tomorrow, so I'm going to order mine from there. So, what did he order? Yeah, I want the new whatever their comp truck is or whatever. Yeah, Clayton, peer pressure got to me. Been lifting weights and working out for the past few days. Let me just tell you, I'm so dang out of shape and weak. The only weights I lift is the lasagna on my spoon. Pretty sure I spent roughly $1,500 on just a general trail trial. Was a truck? Yep. Network, SNU, yep. Got a couple grand and a handful of comp trucks that I've never comped. RC Daily. I'm telling you, throwing $1 grand at a comp truck, that's just average. That's just average. So, I actually got Josh on my phone. I need to send him a message. See if he can. I might try something. See if he'll work with me a little bit. I mean, he might have something that I can get ordered like directly through him, maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see. I'll send him a message when we get done with here in about 28 minutes. So, now I've got, as far as nicest trucks I've never ran, I've run all of them. But I would say probably the Redcat Hauler. Man, I got to put my lights in on that thing too. Got to do my lights and all that. I got so much stuff to get done. It is not funny. It's like you would think I'm doing daily videos, if not 2 videos a day, and I'm not caught up, and it is not slowing down. Especially with Christmas season coming up, all these new releases and stuff. It's like, oh, Redcat's got the new one coming out. Now I see the Vanquish VRD Jay Connis just mentioned. She was as a sick red car hauler. Yeah, mine. You know, as far as driving, mine goes. I'm not even going to change the motor out. I'm not going to change any of that because for what that's going to be, it's perfectly fine. I did the raise and lower on the suspension. I don't have a need to brushless it. Now, people are going to be changing the transmissions out and drag racing these things. I really believe people are going to be drag racing these things. I really do. I was at the haul and crawl. The guy was talking about seeing if he could fit some drift wheels on it. Which, hey, it's got a like an I-beam front axle on it, just like a real one. Servo on axle, so you can put a longer arm on it, a different servo, and probably do a lot of trimming and get that thing to really turn. Or just print up a whole new axle housing to do what you want. I mean, it's not like it has any power to it. It's not 4-wheel drive. It's just a simple roller axle. So, yeah. Telling us upgrading it. You're putting parts on it. Stop trying to deny it. Who am I? What's getting upgraded here? I haven't upgraded anything in years. I like my stuff box stock because that's when it's perfect and its best performance, right? The hauler, yeah, but I mean, I'm not messing with the motor servo. I might have to do the radio. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm fine with the stock radio on it, in all honesty. Now, if I do like the little winch, which I've actually got a micro servo winch here that I could run and set up on there, I could do that. I could set the RC8X up on it. If I do the RC8X, then I could set it up as momentary. I can actually winch vehicles up on. Oh, that's nice. Dang it. I got enough stuff going on. I don't need to put an RC8X on that thing and set up a winch. Yes, I do. No, I do not want any speakers or any fake bad motor sound effects on them things. Nothing. When I did that video, I went on YouTube and I found legit real engine sounds, not that canned junk you get in those sound boxes. I am not a fan of sound boxes on trucks, man. They all sound so bad. Like you're driving this normal little RC truck, it's nothing special, and also it's got the turbo blow-off sound. I'm like, really? You still got a brushed motor in it, dude. There's no turbo on that. Box stock. Yeah, me too, RC Daily. I mean, I get it. Open it up, and that's it. I don't ever put any of this wonderful stuff into it, ever. Scale Rock. The hauler is a shelf queen that is really awesome. That's all it is. Discovery RC. The trip was awesome, dude. That'll be a whole lot, Anna. A scale audio solution make you a custom sound system. I'll pass on that, Clayton. I don't even want to mess with it. Market that can make an RC better or your own. Yeah. Picked up a Redcat Rampage XT. I was one I want to find with $300. Okay, I hope it's in good shape, Mr. Know-It-All. The ESS dual sound box. I don't want any part of that one. I think I heard 2 or 3 of those at the haul and crawl, and no, don't want any part of that. I mean, it's like you have a little Nissan-looking Jeep truck. You don't have to have a monster truck blown alcohol-injected, badly modulated sound in this thing, right? I mean, they sound muffled. They don't sound good at all. They are very... a lot of times, cardboard crawlers, when I'm doing a video, if there's somebody in a group or somebody driving and they have a sound box, I generally go the other direction. And especially if they're playing music. I don't care what kind of music it is. It could be my favorite song. You're not going to get videoed. Not even a little bit, buddy. Because copyrights are pretty darn serious. So, yeah, you put music in there, you're not going to get my videos. Not even a little bit. What is my absolute favorite course place to run my fleet? That would be Cherokee Rock Village. I've got a buddy that had a Rampage XT, and he had issues trying to keep the thing running and all that. I mean, the Rampage XT, that is the gas one, right? And it was running all weak and all that. So, I mean, I don't know. that's one of those things from a different era of Redcat. So, I don't know. Maybe it'll work out good for you, buddy. All I know is I'm not interested in them. You think the Ascent will hang with the big dogs for around 500 total, including truck cost? Yes, if set up properly. Yeah. They were pulling some really good lines out at Cherokee Rock Village this past weekend. Yeah, now on my TRX4 Sport with the tracks, what have I got? Like 2800 or 3800? I think I got a 3800 kV in there. And man, it spins them pretty darn good. Yeah, see, I edited in all the sounds and moved them around and all that. West Central Florida, I ran a local preserve called Arapica. Lime rock. Yeah, lime rock is like our natural rock here. Mechanic, I can fix anything. I know, I'm a mechanic too, but some things I just don't want to even mess with. I don't even know what that means. I'm missing a hub screw for this LMT. A hub screw? Is it a special screw or just a normal bolt? I actually have another TLR I got to build for a buddy of mine. It's in the box in there. I've been putting it off and putting it off, and now I want to order the Vanquish, and guess that's the way it goes. My thoughts on that. I'm going to go and see where it lands. Skill rock, I think it's possible. It doesn't need a lot. Just anything. Did you do any shock upgrades to my Traxxas Max? All I did when I did the wide kit on there, all I did was I put a thicker shock roll in it and the springs that came on the kit. My Max was actually the V1 with the short arms. So now I've got the wide arms on it, so you got to up the shock oil and the spring rates. Yeah, I've got I think that's what I've got. Yeah, I think you're right. The Copperhead is in there with a 3800, I guess. Don't forget about the coffin. Yeah, I gotta check into the coffin too. Oh, yeah, that weird looking, like it's a screw pin, I believe it is. Yeah, those are a little bit on the special side, I believe. Huh. Hopefully my kit has them all. My favorite RC right now, it depends on what I'm driving, buddy. I mean, I'll go from heavy racers and bashers on the channel to straight crawlers. I just kind of flow back and forth, man. It really depends on what I'm driving and what I'm building right now, you know? Do I think I will take the internals out of the front of my Ascent? Why would I need to? I saw you took out the back and it really seemed to flow well. I'm not... You're talking about the gears in the transmission? I don't see any need to take the front apart. Dude, our Axio really dropped the ball on the Rift in a few different ways. One is saying it's a 32-pitch spur gear, which is obviously Mod 1. The problem with that is people will buy the 32-pitch thinking they're getting the right thing, and they get it, and it's not. I've even had guys where they buy the 32-pitch, they put it up against there and say, well, it's what the book says, and they go out and tear things up. So I hope they fix that in their manual. I don't know, though. But yeah, it's obviously Mod 1. The internal... Oh, the internal shock springs. I think I'm going to leave the fronts alone. The back, I'm going to leave it like it is without the internal springs. That's where I'm at. I think I'm going to leave the shocks alone at this point. about 35 to 40 minutes southwest of Ocala. My thoughts. All right. So we got about 15 minutes to go. I went to Santos many years ago. I think it was in Santos that Parker had a G6 event down in Santos many years ago. That was my first scale event, and I will tell you, I thought it was the dumbest thing ever. Why in the world were these people like hooking little pull ropes up to their trucks and dragging each other? I'm like, just pick the thing up. Oh, look at me now, huh? Yeah, I still pick them up. Doing that nitro. Yeah, actually the humidity is down. Maybe I can. I know Thursday I got to go into town, and I do not want to go into town. I try to avoid the city as much as possible nowadays. I believe the Max V2 already comes with all that stuff. I'm pretty sure it does. Because I know that was also in the kit and everything, the rear springs. I don't think shock oil was in it, though. They just recommended like 50 weight oil or something like that. But I believe the V2 comes with everything ready to go. Yeah, I thought they were just... I'm like, man, what is wrong with these people? And then they were sitting there. I found my little thingies over here. And then they just sit there, and I'm like, they were just like taking up so much time. I'm like, the heck with it. I just drove around. I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and waste 30 minutes watching 15 grown people try to get 15 toy trucks over a stick. It's just kind of dumb to me. I have no idea what J Concept says on the ruptures. I have no idea. A lot of you have been into RC cars since I was a kid. But recently, the modern era, I got back into RC cars about a year, maybe 2 years before the Venom Creeper stopped producing. The channel actually started by accident with the Traxxas TRX4, the Mercedes, I think it is, the whatever it was, the big box thing. I did a couple of videos of that, and people started watching them, and it was never my plan to build a channel into what it is. It just happened. I try to be cardboard. G-Wagon, yeah. Content keeps getting bigger and better. Thank you, Troy. I appreciate that. They were going for peak realism, which is great. Not my cup of tea, though. Yes, sir. All right, we got about 12 minutes to go. We're going to wrap this thing up. And I've got to check on coffins and see when I can get the A-main order in on the new Vanquish. And then look at my Raminator, see about how to put a 2-inch ball on the back of that to pull my trailer. I got another idea for a stupid video involving a drone in one of my buggies, which I think should be pretty interesting. I might get my buddy Dave over here, actual legit Dave, IEQ master. You guys see him post up. Get him actually over to work the drone controls while I'm driving the car, which I think could be fun. I don't know. So we'll have to see. All right, guys. So, yeah, we got about 11 minutes to go. 10, counting down. Yeah, I need to get this painted. I'll paint these tomorrow. But anyways, yeah, as far as the You were wanting the, let's see if you sent me an email. Mashed meatloaf casserole. Nope. I don't want your mashed meatloaf casserole. All right. All right, guys. So we got about 10 minutes. Real quick, rapid fire questions. See if I can get this done. So yeah, good times. Have a great night, bro. Scott, catch you later. Any rapid fire? If not, I'm just simply going to go over a little recap on the Halloween Haul and Crawl, which I thought was phenomenal. The raffle is working out okay. Okay. I wouldn't say it's a incredible success, but it is working out okay. Going on. Addicted RC, you finally got here? Man, our Addicted RC gets here with 9 minutes to go. What tires am I planning to put on the Ascent? Honestly, I like the stock tires on it. I do want to put them on some different wheels. So if I get them on some different wheels, I might just see if I can order some tires, or else I'll just bake them off or boil them off or something like that. But I actually kind of like the stock tires, but they do need softer inserts, in my opinion. Too much to see, nothing here, but cheers, dude. Just so the mini community can see what I got up to. Okay, cool deal, cool deal. So, all right, back to Halloween Haul and Crawl. Since it's dead right now, man, you guys have just bailed on me. They had the trails through the rocks. If you ever get a chance to get up to Cherokee Rock Village, go do it. They're very friendly to RCs, so take your crawlers with you and have a blast. In my opinion, one of the best crawlers to have at Cherokee Rock Village is the SCX6. It's just absolutely phenomenal up there. What's your best solution for getting them off the rim? I'm probably going to try to do the bake. Either I'll bake them or I'll use acetone. One or the other. 68 shock oil. There you go. People boil them off. You got to boil them for a certain amount of time, or you bake them off. You put them in the oven. All that stuff, man. I mean, I've used acetone quite a few times to take them off. I pour a little bit on there. When the acetone starts chewing into it, you can kind of see it'll start looking kind of wet. I just kind of peel the tire back, put a little bit of acetone on there in the fresh, and just it takes a while to do that, but I think it's worth it in the end. Joe, throwing steaks on the grill. No, sir, I'm not throwing any steaks on the grill. I got to go do some shopping when I get off of here. Yeah, boiling them off does actually work, and I've got inserts and all that stuff, so all right, 7 minutes, counting down. Oh, man. Thought you were going to go. I am. In about 7 minutes, I'm going to be out of here. Mir Deep, what's up? Depth. I don't know how to say your last name. Depth. Me? Leaf truck? Oh, that white one I built with, what's that? Mercedes or whatever it was. I forget the name of it. The Boom Racing one. It's just literally sitting on the back of the TRX4 hauler. That's where it sits. It literally just sits right there. Like Def. Okay, Mere Def. I got you. Oh, NXT, man. I used to watch pro wrestling so much. I watched it back in the Attitude Era. Steve Austin and all that. Cool. Thank you, Cardboard. Yes, sir. 6 minutes to go. Shinru X, yes. I would love to have a full carpet track. If I do well enough when I put the concrete down, I would love to do a full carpet on top of that and run some carpet racing. Would love to do that. But I got to get the concrete pad poured down. Hopefully I get the dirt brought in this week so I could try to finish out the back of it. I got to get that finished out. Once the back is finished out with the dirt, then I can look at starting to save up and throwing money down and getting the concrete pad poured. The concrete pad is around 10 grand. So I got to make sure I got all that set up and all that. So once I get that, we're going to be doing some awesomeness. Riggs family, yes, that is these. And they are sold out right now. These tires hook up like a dream. They're not legal for scale comps, but in the sporty world, they're good. All right, I got 5 minutes. 5 whole minutes. I think it was the same one. If not, that Mountain Dew was 5 days old. I don't think it was. It still had some fizz in it, so I'm good. The sand and dirt. Oh, man, I got to show you guys since you guys are still here. I'm working on the track right now. See right there, I'm out there working on the track. I've got, here's my skid right there. I'm doing the, here's the one turn. I've got everything pulled off the track because this weekend we're running big trucks on Saturday and 1/8 scale and 1/10 on Sunday. So it's a double header. So, and I picked up something else for the track. Well, I picked up a bounce house, but that's not it. But yeah, I've been working the heck out of that tractor. I want to do another, now you guys got me talking again. I want to do another layout, and I think I've got something figured out, but it'll be like a weird figure 8 with a crossover jump, which I think will be phenomenal. I've always wanted a nice crossover jump. Like you come around, so you come around through here. I have no idea, but I had it figured out. Oh yeah. You come around like this, around by the wall on the backside, right? You come around, and then you got the crossover jump right over into the other one. So that way we'd still have the tri-oval, and we'd have that, which I think will be awesome to have a nice big crossover jump, man. I think it'll be awesome. You do. I do. I see, sounds epic. Let's see what you do with it. To leave half full Pepsi all over the house. Me not found a bit meal. Well, I'm the only one here 99% of the time. So I don't really have anybody else to blame. You know, I haven't done any auctions on the group. Maybe next Tuesday we'll do that. Now sporty, that's not a skill class or legal in that class. So if you're like wanting to buy these and go do a scale event, they're not going to let you compete for points or serious. Crawl this year, couldn't make it. Oh yeah. Midwest RC, yes sir. My videos looking good deal. Dude, I've got the drifter. I want to do drifting. I want to do the on-road. I want to do all those things. Plus, I'll get a big projector, and I want to have a projector to have like movie night out there too. Like hang a big old white sheet, like a painter's mat, off the side of the driver's stand, and play a big old movie like Avengers or something. You know, that'd be cool. Yeah, we don't have to worry about snow here in Florida. Do I still do Wednesday? I don't do a live on Wednesday. Don't forget that like button before we leave. Yep. All right, we're counting down 1 minute to go. Paul King, I'll see you Sunday, buddy. All right, wrapping this thing up. We got about 25 seconds to go. All right, we're going to go wrap it up. You guys are awesome, and I will get that new Vanquish ordered either today, tomorrow, something like that. Anyway, I do want to get that. So Malcolm, it's all right. 9 o'clock. There's my AC for some reason. All right. Malcolm, it's RC related. An RC related movie. Huh. All right, guys. Catch you later. Have a great night.